Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Please tell us your name and what you do.
Thank you, Stephanie. My name is Kojo Boakye. I'm Vice President of Public Policy for Africa, Middle East and Turkiye with Meta Platforms.
Fantastic. So, is this your first time at Unstoppable Africa?
No, it's not. I have to say it's my fourth time.
Okay.
And I have to stay on message, but also tell the truth. This is probably the best one yet. It's been fantastic.
Yeah. What's been a highlight for you?
I think the level of engagement, the gala dinner was amazing yesterday. Program was amazing, but then the gala dinner was amazing yesterday.
Yeah.
The opportunity to say hello to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama from Ghana was an honor. Vice President of Nigeria was here, and to have that kind of access
caliber,
and that level of engagement in a very, very relaxed setting was fantastic. And then the quality of the programming. We've gone from looking at all the issues, whether that be fashion, whether that be finance, and then certainly today looking at the potential impact of AI on the continent and the role of Silicon Valley companies as well as the role of African companies who are making local solutions, local businesses to meet the challenge there, but also seeking to go global at some point. And then the big African players. We had Strive from EcoNet here talking about the infra that he is rolling out across the continent to ensure the continent has compute. So for someone who's steeped in public policy and has been for 20 years, this has been a wonderful event for me and for Meta.
Fantastic. So Meta is quite involved in this year. Your partners with GABI.
Yeah, we're gold sponsors this year. We decided to
delve a little, put your money where your mouth is.
To delve a little bit deeper and put our money where our mouth is. But it's the kind of investment that we think is really necessary. As I said, the kind of conversations we've had, the level of multi-stakeholder involvement drives, in our view, the kind of collaboration that's needed to take the continent forward.
Sure.
And then the other thing that, you asked me how many times have I been to GABI, and I told you 4. I think the thing that struck me from day one is that the conversations here, although candid and sobering at times, are very positive about where we're going.
Yeah.
This idea of it being an unstoppable Africa has certainly been sown in my heart by my parents first and foremost, and by my own experience on the continent. But here is where it actually comes to life so much with the conversation. So it's been fantastic. We look forward to further and greater partnership.
So you had an announcement on stage.
We had an announcement on stage.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
The announcement stage is probably in a long line of announcements. This is the 3rd year where we've run what we call Llama Impact Grants. So Llama is the open source model that we've released from day one to make sure as many people who want to build on open source models, open source AI models, large language models can. This is the 3rd year in which we've enabled African startups, African individuals who want to create local solutions and businesses using open source AI.
Right.
The 3rd year in which we've announced these grants. And the 5 young Africans that you saw on the stage today are recipients of those grants because of the companies that are running. So we've heard a lot about the impact of AI on Africa. So much is said about the fact that if we get things right, AI has the potential to increase African GDP by 2.9 trillion. African GDP today is 2.83 trillion. So there's not anywhere else where you can see GDP double potentially by 2030. But at the same time, we've heard about the economic benefits. We're also hearing people say, look, we need those social benefits as well. We need AI to impact education. We need AI to impact health. We need AI to impact public service delivery. We need AI to impact agriculture. And what you've seen from these winners today of these impact grants is not only funding we'll give them, but also support we'll give them to nurture their businesses and to nurture those AI solutions built on Llama to meet those issues. So whether it's our friends from Uganda, whether it's our Vambo AI from South Africa, looking at how we ensure that African languages are using AI. Propel Mapper, again from South Africa, helping farmers. Teen Up, Easy Read. All of these winners will go away with our support, Meta support, and create solutions for the continent. And our hope is not just for the continent. These things are transferable in my view, and they'll go on to create solutions elsewhere and build up big businesses.
Fantastic.
I hope so.
Yeah, so, I mean, it sounds like a very worthy collaboration.
Worthy collaboration, necessary collaboration.
Yeah.
I think one of the points we've made here is Meta, yes, we should be investing in infrastructure as we do globally. And our cable to Africa is the biggest submarine cable in the world to date. It will probably be beaten by another cable we're building, W, which we announced a few months ago. But it's the first cable to connect East to West Africa, West to East Africa. I'm old enough and long enough in the tooth to remember when these submarine cables, first of all, we didn't have one on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And then when we got one on the East Coast, most of these were owned and operated by a very small group of companies.
Right.
The fact that Meta has invested in this cable with 7 other partners, but also made it open access, we think will drive down the cost of internet and give Africa the resilience that it needs, so that when we see cable cuts, it doesn't set the whole continent back. You heard
Right.
stories about people who were offline for weeks because their
Yeah.
country was cut off.
Yeah.
We're hoping to change that.